Hi. Thanks for being here at 11:44 messages. This is another love reading. The last one I did was for Aries, and I was going to just go with the whole just all fire, then all this, then all that. But I was like, you know what? I think I'm going to do Taurus because it just I had to do Taurus. I had to do Taurus. So, Taurus, here it is. This is your love message reading, Taurus. Now, I don't know where the reading is going to take me, but for this one, it seemed to go two different ways. It seemed to go in a way directed at singles and couples. So I did my best to try to figure that out. All right. So here it goes. You have the Chariot. Then these cards spilled out. Death reversed. Five of Pentacles reversed. And 10 of Wands reversed. Then, first, before anything came out, this card fell, and this is Four of Swords. Then the Chariot, upright. Then the other three cards reversed. Then these cups. Look at that. I wasn't even trying to say anything about cups, but it is a love reading. Knight of Swords. These cards came out after all of this. Knight of Swords and the Lovers. Okay. Then we'll go through the other messages after. So here we go. You could be, this is for couples, Taurus, in a couple situation. You could be asking yourself if you should continue with a relationship or not. Maybe because you could be wondering or feeling like you both don't have the same vision. You're not on the same page going forward. You could see that your relationship needs work or it has needed work for a while, but maybe you've refused to make the changes that were necessary to, change the situation. Whether it be having a conversation with this person or just separating from them. So this may make you feel frustrated and sad and, just stuck, stagnant. So for some of you, you may just choose to just leave the relationship for something better. Or you are urged to leave for something better. If you were contemplating, well, which way should I go? Of course, you can do what you want, but this is just what the reading says. As of right now, this is the energy right now. So you don't have to leave, but, do a pros and cons list. See what works, if it's worth staying. And if it's not, then make the necessary changes. And once you do that, then you will release some of the burdens that have been on you, on your back about this relationship. It can lift the burdens to just focus on yourself and not romance at this time. Set your boundaries and live your life until you are able to have this Four of Wands, which is your shadow card. This Four of Wands where you're able to have your happily ever after and, have a nice comfortable situation. Okay. Yeah, I'm just seeing all these shadow cards. Ace of Swords, you could decide to have a conversation here to communicate because Five of Swords, it could be a lot of conflict. And it doesn't have to be you fighting every day with this person. It could be conflict as far as inner conflict. It could be that. All right. So that is that portion of it. Um, Now, for this spread right here, when it talks about singles, Taurus, if you're single, and this could be for the couples portion, that could be that you're in a relationship now, okay, um, with someone. For the singles, it could mean that you are newly out of a relationship, or you're just, you know, you're newly out of a relationship, or you are thinking about leaving. It could, you could have that same energy as a single person if you are thinking about leaving too. Maybe that's what I'm trying to say. um so you could have left a relationship to focus on yourself and your path, or things happened that pushed the relationship towards an ending. Either way, maybe you're still mourning the end of that relationship. You haven't been able to move on from it, or someone hasn't, because maybe that's not even your energy. Maybe it's the other person. Um, you're possibly trying to repair the damage that this relationship could have caused you. And you could possibly be realizing that you need to just focus on yourself and your path and see where your destiny is taking you, where you're being pushed, as far as your life, and put love on the back burner. And with this mindset, this could be giving you the freedom, giving you your freedom, making you feel less burdened when it comes to your life. Now, with this Four of Swords popping out before the reading even really started, to me, this looks like stay away. Definitely boundaries, protecting myself. That's what that looks like. Just enjoying being alone. I mean, and now that I'm looking at this person is all dressed up. Yeah, they have the bathing suit and all of that on, which is normal, okay, for being in the pool. But who wears heels in a pool? I'm just noticing this. Why does she have heels on? Maybe you could be, the first thing that came to mind, I'm not even going to hold it back. The first thing that came to mind was taking plenty of pictures and posting them on social media. Like, look, I feel so much better now. I mean, I don't know if that goes with this reading or not, but that's the first thing that I got. I mean, because why else are you wearing heels? I mean, maybe that's just what you do in a pool. Who knows? Anyway, so with the Four of Swords coming out, you could definitely be, like I said, protecting yourself and your energy at this time. If you are in a single situation, I think that's like a single situation. Enjoying your me time, self love, separating yourself from people to just, you know, get the necessary rest after the challenge of that challenging relationship, recovering possibly from a heartbreak. Although in this picture, she doesn't really look like she's recovering. She looks like she's like, I'm so relieved. I don't know. Take it as it resonates, if it resonates. But definitely rebalancing yourself. Now, if this is a couple situation, Taurus, you could be setting boundaries in your relationship. Like, just while you figure things out. Like, what do you want to do here? The relationship could be draining you or could have drained you, and so you're just like, look, I need to separate myself from this so that I can decide where I want to go from here, because this is not it. I can't do this anymore like this. Maybe being more flexible when it comes to changes. In a relationship, open. Maybe that's what I wanted to say. Being more open to changes having happening in this relationship with this reversed death card. Maybe before you were not open to any changes, or you didn't want to do what was necessary to make changes, to help the changes come about. And so now you are going to be more flexible when it comes to changes with this Knight of Swords here. I didn't tell you the card that I was talking about. And that's going to bring you more freedom and could possibly bring you more excitement. For some, you are developing, getting more courage to decide to communicate with your person and express how you've been feeling. And with this Lover's card that came out as well, you could actually give them an ultimatum to change. And maybe they might just do that. They might just change, and that will show you where they stand. They could decide to cooperate with you, work together to make this work because they do care. There's a mutual caring between you two. For others, a decision just needs to be made, and communication needs to happen here. If it's a single situation, a possible decision to be single and just focus on loving and balancing yourself. With this Four of Wands here, especially. Having more ease and comfort. If it's a relationship, then these changes that will happen will help you have a more comfortable, loving relationship with that person, a comfortable home life, instead of having that conflict. Now, for your additional messages here, Taurus, you have, and I always am amazed by where I place these additional messages because it always seems to work out. So this was under the Death card. I don't really know you, and I fear that you will reject me. This was right next to the Death card, or underneath the Death card, and the I fear that you will reject me was between the Death card and this Knight of Swords. So like I said, maybe you've been reluctant to communicate with someone that you're in a relationship with because you fear that they'll reject your ideas, they won't take you seriously, which will make you feel rejected. They won't be open to what you have to say. It could be that type of situation why this I fear that you will reject me is here. Or this just came into my head, and maybe it's just for one person. Maybe this is the other person's energy, or you fear that you communicating with this person that you might want to end things will make them feel rejected, and so that's why you're reluctant to have this communication with them, because maybe they could be sensitive. Or, maybe they are, with this Knight of Swords, maybe they're defensive. And so anything that you say can come off the wrong way. I don't know. That could be for one person or maybe no one. I don't know. It just popped into my head. And I don't really know you. Maybe, because this Death Reversed card talks about not being, clinging on to something that needs to change. But you refuse to do that. And so I don't really know you. it could be a situation, there's some people that stay together for decades, and they refuse to leave each other knowing that they need to leave each other, to the point where they've grown apart. Sometimes they live in different places. Sometimes they don't even sleep in the same bed. It's like you don't even know the person anymore, but you refuse to leave. I don't know. You take that if it resonates. And underneath this Four of Swords card, so I'll show you the Four of Swords again. There we go. And underneath that, I put, I hope you're happy for me. So that's showing me that it's like, look, I decided to leave. And even though we're not together anymore, I hope you are happy for me because now I feel better. Could be that. I don't know. Now, other shadow cards that you have with these messages, we are not right for each other. And thank you for leaving me. So, like I said, some of you could definitely decide to just end a situation, or you've ended a situation and the other person realizes that they were not being their best self, the best person that they could be in the relationship. And so they could be grateful to you for leaving and freeing yourself from this situation because they knew what it was doing to you. I don't know. That's my imagination. Okay, who knows? But hopefully this resonates for someone out there, even just one person. Okay. All right, Taurus. I'll see you later.